Where's your proof that $150 million was offered from Bibi Netanyahu?
No, I'm referring.
Where is the proof?
Please do not get any.
No, because I didn't want to cover this, and you guys insisted. And I told you cover this. I'm going to rip you apart.
Saying this is a discussion that's happening literally everywhere. We would be remiss if we didn't cover it to debunk it.
Old, this conversation.
It was corroborated by Candace and it was corroborated by Candace and by Nick.
No, we're not.
Hold on.
Let me finish my thought.
This is not for me. I'm not interested in this.
Okay,
I love
I
you
know.
guys. I'm sorry.
Let's be good. Let's be good about precious Israel.
Woo! Grace and peace, everybody. You saw the thumbnail. You saw that intro. You know what we're going to talk about. So there are these talk shows with kind of following the format of The View for women on various ends of the spectrum. I don't think I think they're all pretty much on the same end of the spectrum. However, it is nothing short of just complete and utter shenanigans. Well, of course, there's one called Her Talk, where they were discussing some of the conspiracies that have come up around the murder and assassination of Charlie Kirk. I thought this was super interesting. So let me bring it in. Let's just get at it. Let's go.
To work for the Iran-backed newspaper Al Akbar in Beirut and contributed to Al Jazeera.
Is, yeah. I mean,
why is it every time we track down a lie, we end up finding people connected to Qatar or Iran?
There's no proof
behind
this
it?
ever happened.
So,
none.
Wait, how does that debunk the fact that...
he just read it.
Where's your proof that $150 million was offered from Bibi Netanyahu?
No, I'm referring...
Where is the proof?
Please do not get any.
No, because I didn't want to cover this, and you guys insisted. And I told you cover this. I'm going to rip you apart. Where is the proof?
We're not saying that it happened.
Netanyahu
We're really
offered
not
Charlie
saying that it
$150 million.
Jillian,
so we're not. So
what we're reporting on is
now
people in the marketplace, what they're saying. This is a discussion that's happening literally everywhere. We would be remiss if we didn't cover it to debunk it.
This conversation.
It's
over
a week.
It's
still pretty prevalent.
Is a week old.
It's still going on, Jillian.
Okay, well, nevertheless, where is the proof that actually happened?
I just said,
I agree.
According to this guy's reporting, he was offered $150 million.
Okay,
that was
also corroborated
by Candace.
It was corroborated by Candace, and not only was corroborated by Candace, and it was corroborated by Candace, and not only that, by Nick,
and also
because listen, I like Candace. She has. People from his own team have said he has not seen her in years.
And yet last year they were on tour together. Last year they were on tour together. He bumped that
Wait, if you want to talk about people on his team,
time they've been on camera together was
Andrew, his
2023.
No, it was last year. They have a tour together.
So everybody
let's
on
calm
his
down.
team
Let's just calm down
has
for a second.
subsequently said this is not true.
No, they never,
Colvin, Eric Bolling, all of them are like, yeah.
Okay, Eric Bolling thought that he had 2 daughters. Okay, so I'm not going to...
Okay, Andrew Colvin? The narrative is not true. Charlie has a cordial relationship with Ackman. There's no black woman, no intervention. Nothing like what Candace is suggesting.
That same Andrew said that Candace and Charlie remain friends. I just want to make sure.
He's saying this is not true.
But they were literally touring together last year.
Nothing like what Candace is suggesting. What does it have to do with their
what
friendship?
does that have to do with... You just
what does that have to do?
Look, I don't know. I like Jillian Michaels. I like her passion. I'm right there with her. Like this is the old wives' fables. And I just want to bring this in. I wasn't going to bring it in on this episode, but I do want to talk about it very quickly. It's a passage of scripture that I think would help out quite a bit in this regard, because a lot of people just seem to forget that, or maybe they don't know that this stuff has been talked about before. And real quick. All right. So we're going to look at 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 6 and 7. If you put these things before the brothers, you will be a good servant of Christ Jesus, being trained in the words of the faith and of the good doctrine that you have followed, for have nothing to do. This is conspiracy right here. For have nothing to do with irreverent, silly myths. Rather train yourself for godliness. And then we know the rest of this passage. A lot of you have heard this, for godliness, for while bodily training is of good value, godliness is of value in every way, as it holds the promise of for the present life and also for the life to come. All right. And the reason I want to bring this up is because Candace is a peddler of irreverent, silly myths that and they take root. They're taking root in the zeitgeist, in the
He's saying what Candace is
arguing about these myths that she's made up, these myths that she's brought into the discussion with no evidence. Candace showed no evidence, but people are arguing about it, and Candace Spears didn't even have to show any evidence. That's crazy work. All right, let Jillian finish. Let's go.
Engage with you if you don't.
He's saying what Candace is suggesting is not true.
He's talking about her suggesting Israel killed him. We're talking about the 100. Please do not conflate the two.
Okay. Well, unilaterally across the board now, we've got multiple accusations that all pile up to the same exact.
No, I think it's the furries. It's the furries. I think it's the furries. But a lot of people.
I don't know, and I don't look.
For those who are
zero
saying
evidence to suggest none.
Okay, you're saying
guys, can we just stop for a second?
Smith,
This is ridiculous.
This is absurd. Like, this whole thing is ridiculous. There are two things being conflated right now. There are conspiracy theorists who think Israel killed Charlie Kirk. They have yet to provide a shred of evidence proving that. Done. End
We're
of
not
story.
talking about that.
I am talking about something entirely
you were talking
different.
about
no,
that.
we're not. Hold on.
You were,
Let me finish
right.
my thought. Okay, the real issue here is that before most people even knew that Charlie Kirk was dead, you have Netanyahu giving multiple interviews talking about how, using the fucing moment for his own political purposes, like the fucking ghoul that he is. Let me finish my point.
Him killing Charlie Kirk.
Did I not just
said that.
I literally
so
just
now we're just gonna make
let
a
me finish
sidebar
my point, Jillian, because none of us can finish the damn point without someone else jumping down your throat. I don't think that Israel killed him because there's no evidence of that. But I had a problem with Netanyahu exploiting an assassination in this country for his own political means and purposes and lying about the nature of his relationship with Charlie Kirk. Because Charlie Kirk didn't like Netanyahu, just like any warm-blooded American shouldn't. Netanyahu is a bad guy. And he wanted to make it seem like, no, we were all great. We were good. We had a great relationship. Little did we know behind the scenes, there was a lot of pressure toward
ends up
Netanyahu.
being about how do we bash Israel. This is not for me. I am not interested in this.
Okay,
I love
I
you
know.
guys.
I'm sorry. Let's be good. Let's be good about precious Israel. Let the country committing a genocide. Yeah. Okay.
Zero. I think you guys are great. I fundamentally disagree with you about. Like,
Wow.
doing this. I'm sorry.
Cool. So can we continue the conversation?
Yeah, let's not. Let's.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Wow. Okay, guys. So.
All right. I agree with Jillian. To me, I think this is, let's read this comment. Jillian Michaels is lovely. She sees through the co-panelist gaslight of we're not saying Israel did it, but a lot of people are, and we are going to be discussing Israel bad in the context of Charlie Kirk's murder. I agree. That's exactly what they're doing.
Again, to clarify, I don't think Israel did it. And you want to know what's crazy is the person who is labeled the #1 anti-Semite out there, who has been anti-Semitic for the last 10 years, Nicholas Fuentes, has come out and said there is no evidence that suggests that Israel did it. And that's what I was literally just about to show.
No one on the show is saying that.
We can play that, please, really quick. Guys, thank you.
And I think this just goes to show, like, when we sit there and allow these irreverent, silly myths to go unchecked, and even if, let's say, it's in the realm of possibility, put it until further notice. There's no need. I mean, sad to say, Charlie Kirk has only been dead for 14 days, and we're not under any kind of shot clock that we have to come up with some kind of resolution in so many days. No, we can just sit there and let it simmer. We can figure out what happened and give it time. We don't have to sit here and debate it and turn it into this complete and utter clown show that we just saw here, just because we don't have patience and we're not willing to calmly, patiently wait for facts to come out, parse through each fact accordingly, and make a decision with real knowledge rather than with the limited knowledge that we have, and not throwing out speculations and possibilities, which seems crazy work to me. But what do you think? Down in the comments, let me know. Give me your 2 cents. Have you ever watched the show? I don't know what show that is, but let me know what you think. Do you think that we need to jump out there as quickly as possible? Or do you agree with me that, hey, take our time. We're not in a rush. We can figure this out and get a real answer, and probably get the better answer if we just take our time. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Until next time, everybody, grace and peace. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Jay Witt Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.